You can't say that Arsenal were devoid of chances or we didn't test when that was the kind of game it was. Where was Newcastle's chances? Two tactically astute managers who were nullifying one another. It was just that kind of game.
I guarantee no Arsenal fan will be able to put their hand on this table. Why? Because this table is accountability and you guys are not able to take it.
Bro,
he said, there are 4 controversials in this goal. It should not stand.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're listening. Welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I'm Dre, man, back today. I've been off for a little while, had a little holiday, but I'm back to talk about the football. I'll be your host for today, avid Man United fan. It's probably for the better that I was away because I didn't really want to watch much football. So it was probably a good thing that I was in bed when Man United were playing, but we move on. Before I get into the pod, just want to say you can find us on all the usual platforms: Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, YouTube, Instagram, X, podcast.pundits and podcastpundits_. We've had a cracking weekend, but before we get into it, let's just start and introduce everyone. To my left,
yo, Bella Strada here, guys. Newcastle through and through. Let's go, baby.
Just Newcastle, yeah?
Let's go, baby.
He's just for
Dre, listen. Yeah.
I noticed it. I noticed it as well. I said to you, I noticed it as well, but I swear, I don't want to lose it today.
What year is that, kid?
It don't matter. But Dre, please. Marley Marl said last week, if Newcastle beat Man United in the Carabao Cup, you give me a clap of honour.
Wow, respect.
Yeah. Go on, say it, second.
and I was just basically what I was going to say is that for anyone that's listening, Della's wearing his Newcastle top today.
Yes.
So he's not a man of many club faces.
Yes.
He's Newcastle today.
So
And he will never be a man of many club faces ever again.
that's what I'm getting at. Because if I do this, he's renouncing all title deeds to Arsenal Football Club.
Can I get my clap, please?
What do I?
Can I get my clap, please? Yes,
yeah?
whatever you want to say.
All right.
Because next week I'll do whatever I want to do.
I'll give him a clap.
The guys are really...
Thank you. And Strives, please.
Oh, fuck.
No, you have
No.
to.
Hold on, wait a second.
go,
Wait
go,
a second.
go.
Wait.
Go.
Give me a second.
Yo.
Why is he calling my name?
And John, you have to do it as well, bro. Yeah, you have to.
Listen,
Okay, Dre, introduce everyone first. Because
Yeah.
everyone know who the
We'll do it again now. We'll do it again properly.
Yeah, no, Mars has done his one.
And Dre did it as well too.
hold on. I didn't. What?
No, sorry, you did it.
All right, cool. So go
Who
on.
do you think you are, a referee?
Come on, man. I'm here for
VAR.
justice.
He's a neutral here. So
Justice and neutrality.
I go on, Strives.
Yeah, man. So it's your boy Strives. Some people go by Striver, or call me Striver, should I say? Yeah, man. I'm representing Arsenal. Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what it's come to.
Gets like that.
And then moving to Strive's left.
Yeah, it's your boy Joe Nomadic, Liverpool's number 10 fan. Relegated myself from number 1. And I don't even know what's going on with hashtag anymore, man. So I'm not even gonna, I don't call him out no more, man. But yeah, let's fucking talk football, man.
Moving on from Joey, got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
John Boy here, supporting Arsenal every day. But yeah, it's been a bit of a mad week for us. Here to discuss it all.
Hey, you.
Chop up with the guys. No, it's you as well, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah. Here, chop up with the guys. So let's get into it.
Cool. And last but not least,
Marley Marl here, Man United supporter. I was about to say today. Now, Man United supporter, yeah, proudly. We are dead, but yeah, that's my team, innit? That's what I call home.
oh, excellent.
Hey, Dre, man, tell us where you been, man.
I was away for a month, mainly in Australia, in Sydney. First stop was Bangkok. Then after Bangkok, it was Sydney. Then after that, it was Dubai. Then back to, what can I say? Shitty weather, London.
We've seen
that's a solid tour.
done the Asias, yeah.
Yeah, crazy. Bangkok is crazy. But don't ever go there with a kid.
Is it?
Yeah.
Quick question: Australia. Well, what's the bugs like? Because that's the only thing.
No. When
You didn't see
you're
nothing?
when you're in the town, bruv, you don't see no bugs.
What part did you go to?
Sydney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's only if you go like to, they say whoop whoop, which is out the outback. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Where you see all the bugs, but
I heard they've got, like, in the outback, they've got electric car chargers as well, but they're powered by diesel generators.
who knows? I don't know, bro. But all I'm saying is their roads are wide. Like, it's a different way of driving.
Wider than Dubai?
Probably as wide. It's crazy. It's like so much land. Anyway.
No, but can we get to the serious matter, please, Drayman?
Yeah, go on.
What is the serious matter, bro? Like, man's telling you about his trip, bro.
Yeah, I respect that. But you know what's customary, right? If two fans of the podcast play against each other, there's a clap of honor, right?
Yeah, there is.
Every week.
Can I get a clap of honor?
Every week. What does he say? Is he going to clap for himself as well? Because he says there's a man of many club faces.
Okay, can we all clap then?
For who am I clapping for?
For Newcastle.
All people associated with Arsenal FC Football Club must clap for Newcastle.
Did Newcastle clap for Arsenal when we won a May? Just gone.
Did you
You didn't call it.
Okay, exactly.
But it's the rules. So I have to call for the rules.
Yeah, but I can't call it on your behalf. Or he can't call it on your behalf.
Because bruv, I'm just letting you know now, all of you.
If you called it, nobody would have argued with you.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't have argued with you.
Bro,
I've never understood.
Special guest.
Remember, we beat Liverpool.
as
we
an
beat.
impartial guy above, you can't.
Come on, you're not.
Not from an Arsenal fan.
You have to.
No.
bro. That's the rules,
Because he's been
man.
claiming,
listen.
he's been claiming to be an Arsenal fan.
And Man City and Newcastle.
When
Am I lying?
I talk to Della about football, everything's from an Arsenal perspective.
Because
Everything.
I'm neutral like that. I
Everything.
can speak.
No,
I can speak like
you
that.
don't talk about Newcastle.
You
don't talk about
Do you
Newcastle.
ask me questions?
No, you don't talk about Newcastle.
But you know why he's a fraud? He started off being a Newcastle fan. So what I'm happy
Okay,
to
can I
do
get- can I
is
get
if he
a
wants
clap
to be a Newcastle fan, when you on this pod, you are recognised as our Newcastle correspondent.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that what you want to do? Della?
It's not fine.
I don't know because he's gonna try. He's gonna try and
somebody
revert
has to
back.
clap for
He's gonna,
somebody.
he's gonna try and revert back, but I will never accept it. That's what I'm saying to you. So,
Guys, we have a podcast
Are
to
you
do.
are you happy? Are you happy to accept those terms and conditions before?
Yes. Can we?
I don't clap for guys, by the way, but
Yeah.
pause. Yeah.
Oh, come on, really?
Possible.
That's ridiculous.
They're saying
This
this might be a
Chelsea and
red.
Spurs game has been a farce, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy. They didn't even. He ignored the guard of honor.
No, because we needed the double guard of honor.
Hey.
No, he's a guest.
And we also need him to do
Yeah,
guard of honor for himself as well.
guys, come on. We got a podcast.
Are you,
Can
are you
we do
content
it?
with that?
Yeah.
Do you want
No,
everyone
no.
to do it at the same time?
them
Bro,
two do
I've done it, so you ain't getting it out of me twice.
come on.
Come on, did I ask you
Guys.
to start watching Spurs?
Guys, let's be fair, man. Come on,
Come
man.
on, be fair, man.
Are you mad? Just let's be fair. I just done.
We need to hear it on the mic. I couldn't even hear it.
We
through the
will stay here
headphones.
till
Yeah,
11
true.
p.m. if you want to stay here till 11 p.m.
Look, I'm going to say
Hey,
3,
come on, man.
2,
I've done it.
1. Everyone has to clap quickly so we can get on.
No,
No one wants to clap.
No, Arsenal fans.
Nah,
Arsenal fans.
I've denounced. Come on.
Arsenal fans are
I've done.
bitter.
I done mine. I've done mine. When you go back and listen, you hear that I was doing mine.
That's this is
You
childish.
done that 3 claps, bro, man. Come on, man.
Did you listen to it or were you watching the game? So you heard it then.
Okay.
So you heard it. So you heard me do it. All right, cool.
We're wasting time, guys. Come on,
Bro,
man.
I don't understand if you lot are listening to me. I've done the guard of honor. If you weren't paying attention, that's your business.
If it's down
did
to
the
me,
guard
man,
of honor.
I'll do it. There you go.
No, it's
Come on.
we
Clap
have
for
to
the mic
have a
though,
proper thing.
Brother,
I didn't mind even more audible than that.
From now on, bruv, don't ever.
Don't ask me any questions.
Don't
ask me any questions.
Don't ever talk to me about Arsenal.
Don't ask me any questions. Let's go, guys.
Wait,
Come on.
hang on. Can I just say the joke's on you guys for even accepting him in the first
Fuck
place?
you, bro, because you're just
Bro, I
talking
didn't accept
garbage.
him. Okay.
This stupid Liverpool fan.
Be honest, you're right about that,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
Because
I've-
I've never taken really. You're not really an Arsenal fan. Let's be honest.
I know I'm a football fan.
I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted
I've
at
always said
the
that,
code
but
of
you've never
conduct in
spoken
this
about-
room today.
you've never spoken about Arsenal.
I'm disgusted.
I say you're disgusted.
I'm
but
disgusted.
You always
Hey,
cheeky
guys,
with him
we've
about
got a
Arsenal.
podcast to run. Like,
You guys
That's
always
what you've
cheeky
done.
about Arsenal, bro.
just kicking
I've
it
got
off.
my thing. Let's go. Let's talk about Arsenal. Let's talk Arsenal Newcastle.
Is that what you want to do?
No,
You want to go with that
no,
game?
no,
No.
no.
Do you want to?
What kind of host is this, man? I'm
You
going
guys
home,
wanna go
man.
into this?
Should I go home? I'm ready to go home. What kind of what the hell is this?
I've got what I wanted to do.
This guy has come and disrupted the whole podcast with his Newcastle shirt.
Okay, let's go, Jay. You do your thing.
No, before we go into that game, we just quickly we're gonna touch on the first game.
This guy's. I've just been assaulted by Del Estrada, by the way.
We're going to our first game. Man City 6, Bournemouth 1. Jeremy Doku scores, then Sills 4 assists, but then Haaland comes off with a knock. Didn't really seem to faze him. Quickly, if we just go into that game, obviously we all knew that Man City would probably do the business. But what a performance by Doku, and being a Man United fan myself and watching that game, I can truly say that Man City play beautiful football. Like watching it, I was pissed that I was watching City, because United, they're just awful. So just putting it out to everyone in here, What do we think about Jeremy Doku's performance in terms of, because I think Pep was comparing him to Messi. Let's start with you, Della.
I think he compared Silva to Messi, the goal. But can we listen back to the podcast a couple of weeks back? Jerry Nomadic said he's not having Doku.
There's no R in the Nomadic. It's Joey Nomadic.
He's ready to be paid today.
Yeah.
Let's just get ready because he's in that mood today.
Yeah.
Why are you not having Doku?
Because I think he's a runner, he's a trap star. Do you know what I mean? He's just one of them guys that runs, bro. Yeah, he got 4 assists. I didn't even watch the game, if I'm going to be honest with you. So I don't even know like whether I should be sorry or not.
I feel like you were kind of likening him to like a Saint Maximum or something like that.
Basically, I wasn't sold on him.
He's way more than that.
Is he way more than that?
No, he is.
Yes,
Wait,
definitely.
How many games? Has he played?
No, but just
hang on. How many games has he played this season?
No, but from what you've seen already, you can already tell he's done more than what St. Maximum's done in everything that I've seen of him.
I don't know if it's more than St. Maximum, but what we're saying, he's playing he's playing in a team that is evidently going to create way more chances than.
What top am I wearing? Newcastle. So I watched.
Stop! Because you also have Arsenal and Man City.
I don't know what's happening now. But he can't use his T-shirt for violence. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
No, but what he's doing, the real him. We're finally. This is the real Del Estrada. I'm so glad that we've introduced the real Del Estrada. Finally, listeners.
But sorry, just to address what you're saying. I haven't seen enough, and obviously my first instinct is that he's potentially like a Sam Maximan. Yeah, he's doing a lot to disprove me, but I haven't seen enough for me to say I'm sorry or for me to rescind.
He broke 2 Premier League records in that game, though.
I don't.
What 21-year-old, youngest player to record 4 assists, and the other one was youngest player to directly be involved in 5+ goals in a Premier League game.
Yo, let me tell you something quickly. Nketiah's the under-21's top goal scorer ever. And he banged 3 goals against Sheffield United. It doesn't matter, bro.
So you're saying they're just stats?
They played Bournemouth.
Yeah, we know it's Bournemouth.
No, I'm not talking about Bournemouth. His performance for Man City
against Bournemouth.
No, generally since he's been in the Premiership, it's been very good.
Been good, but
you can't say against Bournemouth because Bournemouth has done the job on Liverpool very recently. So just put some respect on it.
What did they do in Liverpool?
Bro, what do you mean? What job did they do? They beat you and then Salah did a penalty and kicked it to the heavens.
So what does that mean, bro?
I'm saying respect Bournemouth.
Luton drew.
Yeah,
I don't respect Luton.
Yeah, respect Bournemouth. Respect Bournemouth. Respect teams in the Premier League. Respect teams in the Premier League.
Guys, we've got a podcast, man.
I do respect Newcastle. I do respect Newcastle.
Hey, put the mic down, put the gloves on, bro, because I haven't got time for this. I've not got time for this, bro.
He's on violence. You know why he's on violence? Because he's anticipating Arsenal coming around. Are you warming up? He's sparring.
Whatever, man.
I'm not your enemy today, bro.
I haven't got an enemy.
All I'm saying is that it is against Bournemouth, and when the team is conceding 6 goals, bro, like we have to question the team that was there on the day one. And my thing is that, again, I haven't seen enough for me to rescind my take on him. When I see more, I'll happily rescind it.
He's just come to the Prem as well. We need to give him a bit of credit, I think.
Credit for what, bro? He's played 10 games in the Premier. You know saying I have to take back what my first.
I'm not saying you have to take back anything. I'm just saying he's putting a.
I don't think he's bad. I don't think he's shit. I just want to know before I say that I don't think he's.
Let me say something to our guest. You said it's just Bournemouth, but some teams may struggle against Bournemouth. When Eddie scored a hat-trick, everyone said against Sheffield United. United struggled to beat Sheffield United and they scored 2 goals.
Man City struggled as well.
Exactly. So sometimes we can't just discredit a player because he's done it against a team that we don't respect.
No, it's not that I don't respect Bournemouth. It's that Man City are expected to beat Bournemouth and create lots of chances against Bournemouth. That's a fact. It's not like when Doku came in against Arsenal, he didn't do nothing. No. And I've seen him do nothing in a lot of games. Yeah. So it's not that to say you can come back and say 3 weeks ago I said this about Doku United has come true. Because it doesn't matter, but he's going to have good games.
No, of course. The reason I went to Joey first is I felt he was very too quick to discredit Doku. By saying I'm not having him. But then he's proven since Bearman players take time to adjust to the Premiership.
This is what I'm saying. And he's only young as well.
We can say, it's only Man City, but even then, some people struggle to fit into the Man City team. Jack Grealish, who's played in the Premiership for forever. He struggled for a whole year to acclimatise to Man City's style of play. Look at Doku's doing.
Me not having Doku wasn't based on him at Man City. It was based on what I knew of him before coming to Man City.
But Renzi was doing the same thing. It was cooking.
Again, like I'm saying, it wasn't based on him coming to England. Him being at England now, yeah, fair enough, innit? Like, I'm happy to rescind it if he does. But again, I wasn't having him before Man City.
But just for the record, he's better than Set Maximum.
Oh, I never even made that connection. Somebody else.
No, because I just said that I reckon that's what people liken him to because of his style of play. But he does have end product though. That's what I would say.
And that's what I've been seeing so far. To be completely honest,
very wavy player. He's gonna get a lot of assists. He's gonna prove that Grealish is meaty.
What is your issue?
Yeah, what's your issue with Grealish, bro?
I know it is. The issue was that he was keeping Foden at the team.
But now
that is my main gripe, I'll be honest. And he's not good enough to keep Foden at the team, and he's obviously not good enough to keep Doku at the team either. But he's good though.
Okay,
he's a good squad player.
He's got good ball retention.
You'll take it at United right now.
But it's mad, but isn't we see the player Grealish was that before he went to City? Didn't Pep kind of coach that out of him? And then he kind of brought in Doku, who
Grealish was never a Doku.
Yeah, he's never like a take him out.
You know,
he's a win fouls type of guy. And he does that well at Man City, but it's.
So you wouldn't have said that he was the kind of player that will get at you and get at his fullback. And
he doesn't go down the line. He's always going to cut him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, it's a system at Villa.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say
he pretty much had a free role.
Yeah, it was more more of a focal point at Villa. Like you go through this guy, you'll go through him and you'll create your chances. Whereas in Man City, they're like, bro, we don't need you. We got all these other players that can do more than what you can provide.
Yeah. I'm with you, man.
Yeah. But I think other than that, like I watched the whole game. It was funny actually watch their game on being in the air. But yeah, Man City just ran right, man, and they've just done their thing and they don't stop. Like even when they're up, they still want to score more goals. Because they're just crazy about their goal difference. So,
yeah, I think once City are in the ascendancy, you can't stop them. If you're a lower level team, you're never going to stop City.
Yeah.
Quick question: are we happy to see Bournemouth go down now? Yeah, because obviously they sacked Gary O'Neill, who's now thriving at Wolves, and they sacked him for no reason.
That sacking did seem a bit like it got a bit confusing.
Yeah, a bit wild.
And then they brought in Arteta's cousin or whatever.
I'm trying to remember. What was my prediction? I'm going to try and look for it. I remember I predicted of some relegated clubs.
To be fair, my prediction was everyone who came up will go back down.
Oh, what, you thought everyone? I think I had one Prem team in there.
Remind me, who came out was Luton,
Sheffield United,
and Burnley.
But if Luton might do it, you know.
I think Burnley might do it as well.
And I think Luton might stay up.
I can't see it, man.
It'll be tough.
Because Burnley want to play football, and it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Sheffield United. I think Luton is just hard work and grit. They may get some results.
Barkley's only going to play 2 more games this season, man.
Boy.
That'll be 3 more than Dele Alli.
Is everyone in agreement though that Man City are slowly racking up the gears? Because obviously they started quite slow.
I don't think they started slow, you know. I think
you don't.
Why are they racking up the gears? Just because of that 6-1 win. By the way, my bottom 3 was Everton, Sheffield United, and Luton. So no, I think Bournemouth will go. But why do you reckon they're racking up the gears?
I think they started slow, like the beginning of the season. Like we all I think when we talked about it.
They started strong.
They started strong, but we
unusually strong this season.
Yeah, but
they went off.
But then we felt like they weren't really doing the Man City thing.
They weren't playing great football.
So that's what I'm saying. Are they starting to get into that rhythm now?
No, I think what probably people saw is that obviously KDB got injured and they probably thought they were going to fall off, but I don't even think they did fall off, you know. No. I think they've always been slapping teams up. Haaland's obviously not scoring at the rate he was last season, but they're still racking up points.
And Alvarez is bridging that gap, innit?
Yeah, so I think they don't really have to rely on Haaland that much. If he scores, he scores. If not,
I think what it is there's more teams that's operating at a higher level because you got Liverpool they seem to be back in the picture. Arsenal have maintained themselves in the picture, and Spurs have catapulted themselves into the picture. So it looks like it's kind of taken away from what has been a decent start for City, if you ask me.
I think also the first game was Burnley. They beat Burnley 3-0 and then they kind of struggled against Newcastle in a 1-0 win. They struggled against Sheffield United in a game that I don't think they even should have won. I think Sheffield got cheated. And then you got the Newcastle loss in the League Cup and the Arsenal loss as well. So it's a bit uncharacteristic of them, but I don't think I think this is just like a neutral City if I'm going to be honest, like not great, not bad.
Yeah.
And I think as well as that, they're adapting to a lot of change. They've had like a lot of players left. We've got a lot of new players coming in. And I think Pep's just had to kind of experiment a little bit to see what's going to work. So to expect them to be the same as they were last season, full flowing, we're not going to get that yet. Maybe second half of the season we'll get that. And I think, they'll be flying again.
They're doing their thing. So Man City host Young Boys next. So that's probably a simple one. And then after that, they have Chelsea. Any thoughts?
Well, I think with Chelsea, you don't know what you're going to get, man. I think
It's a wild card, isn't it?
I think against the bigger teams, they're up for it, as we've seen against Liverpool, Arsenal. We're seeing now against Spurs. I think you just don't know what's going to happen against City, in my opinion.
Who's at home in that game? Do you know?
If City's at home, then I reckon City win because
it's at Chelsea.
City's got some crazy record at home. I think they've won every home game since for the whole year. Or something.
They're creating
so many real
theatre of dreams.
Consecutive games.
Yeah, but I think it's wins as well. It's not like losses.
Yeah,
wins, like straight wins.
Chelsea got a bad record against Man City as well. Home
have they? Okay,
cool. Right, I think we're done with that game. There wasn't much to pick up from that, but obviously we want to move on to the main talking point, which was Newcastle 1, Arsenal 0.
Daniel, take off your boxing gloves, bro.
I don't know what you guys talking about, man.
Anthony Gordon's second half strike ends Gunners' unbeaten start to the Premier League season.
Don't call that a strike, bro. It's not a strike.
It's a strike, bro.
It's not a strike.
He's putting laces, but
it's not a strike.
Through it, bro.
He is not a strike.
Before we talk about that incident, I'll put it to the Gunners here.
Della.
Why didn't you guys, why do you feel that you guys didn't really test Pope in that game as much as other games?
So I'm not speaking as an Arsenal fan here, but I've heard many people say the same thing. Raya wasn't tested. Pope wasn't tested either. It was a game that was very, very, very tight.
But you didn't ask about Raya. You asked about Pope.
Strav, I'm gonna need you to put a halt to this. I'm gonna need you to put a halt to this.
I know. Let him ask his question. He's asking about Pope because he's asking about the Gunners and Pope.
I could feel his vim. He's talking from an Arsenal perspective. Like,
he's asking for a guy
not
about-
neutral. Was that her?
Let's answer the Pope question.
No, but to be fair to Della Strada, I was saying that in the group, and then obviously we're in a couple mutual groups, and this Marley Mar guy is I started some narrative that I'm crazy or what have you. Like everyone got behind him, but bro, I was saying a similar thing to Della Strada, bro. Like you can't say that Arsenal were devoid of chances or we didn't test when that was the kind of game it was. Where was Newcastle's chances? They had a 0.16 xG, and that's including the goal they scored.
Is it fair to say that because people think you're a better team than Newcastle?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what the people would think.
Because I think you lot are better than Newcastle.
Well, that's fine, but I feel like it's crazy because I feel like people, in my opinion, this isn't like factual. This is a subjective opinion. I feel like people start prevaricating different scenarios when it pertains to Arsenal. So what I mean by that is all of a sudden now we're better than Newcastle. All of a sudden we're this great club, but in the preview to the game, what have you not, we weren't outright favourites. We weren't outright favourites to beat Newcastle. You know what I mean? We're not outright favourites to be the title winners of the Premier League winners. But the moment that we start dropping points, you guys should be doing this. You guys are title challengers. You guys are this. You guys meant to be. You got 14 attempts. How can only one of them be on target? All of this, but all of a sudden now, where these Galacticos, that I don't get the same energy leading up to the game. It's only after the fact. So like, that's why I kind of get where Della Strada's coming from. Like when you're listening to this narrative, it's like, are you guys kind of, are you stretching it a little bit? Like, is there a reach there? And if there isn't a reach, then cool, like prove me wrong. But as far as I'm concerned, the way that game looked, it looked like it was a game between two tactically astute managers who were nullifying one another, kind of thing. It was just that kind of game. Arsenal were lacking some creativity. You could tell that from the lineup. From the very beginning, we were going to lack creativity, what have you not. And the game panned out exactly as you thought it was. But even in that, we had 14 attempts on goal. Fair enough, only one of them was on target. We had all the corners in the game. There was 11 corners. Not one of them went to Newcastle, what have you not. So I think it's completely unfair to kind of depict Arsenal being completely like devoid of any idea in that game. I just don't think it's fair.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. John Boyd, do you got any differing opinions to what Striver's saying?
I watched the first half, and I don't know. I always my viewpoints seem to differ to Strive's, only in that I feel that we didn't do what I thought we should have done. To be honest, that's me being honest.
Which was?
I thought we would create more chances than that. But obviously, looking at the lineup where you got no Jesus, you've got no Nketiah, you've got no Partey.
No, we had Nketiah, but
no Jesus, no Odegaard, no Partey. I feel like you're going to have a lack of creativity in that, and I think it showed in the game.
So where are you going to get the chances from? So when you say you think we should have had chances, where are they going to come from?
Well, that's my point. Like before I saw the lineup, I thought Odegaard was starting, so I would have expected to see the chances.
Yeah.
But once I've seen the lineup, I've kind of understood this is going to be one of those games, like you're saying. It's going to be one of those games where we probably don't have a lot of chances. But I do feel we had a lot of the ball. Like you say, we had loads of corners. Not that we did anything with them. But
So sorry, just a quick question. You guys had obviously Saka, Martinelli, Jorginho, Rice as well. Why do you think there's not going to be chance? Obviously, not going to be chances in that game.
If you've watched the way Arsenal play this season, I've kind of mentioned it. Like we don't seem to have any. We seem to be lost in penetrating or breaking lines in essential areas of the pitch, and we're going out wide. And if you've been like, obviously you won't clock them the way that us Gooners would have clocked it, but bro, our wingers aren't even getting at our fullbacks no more. You see, like
I've clocked that about Saka.
You see, like when Saka
was missing a few games, but
even he's doing the same thing. Because if you see like Saka, like against Italy, like when he played for England, I think I can't remember his name, Chileni or whatever, pulled his shirt or his hair back. I can't remember what he done, because the guy was a nuisance, getting at his fullback, going down the line, cutting into getting the ball into the box or cutting back. You're not seeing that now. It's like he's been instructed to cut inside and pass.
Because I noticed that in the Chelsea game as well.
I think he beat...
He was beaten with the cross for the goal.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think Cucurella kind of had him.
Yeah, bruv. You're not going at your fullback. But then at the same time, I think to myself, have you been instructed by Arteta, or are you just discouraged because you're getting no protection from these refs? Like, Dan Burns went through the back of him, like, what, twice or so? Like, I think he's just like, you're just getting banged up in these games. Yeah. So maybe he's just thinking, let me just get rid of it, so I've got like at least get one Achilles left.
You can't do that though.
You can't do that. But I'm just saying, like, so when to answer your question, like, why were we devoid of creativity? That's me attempting to answer it. Like,
but don't you lot fancy still? Obviously, with that, don't you fancy it against the Newcastle team that came up? Because you got Lascelles, Longstaff.
Nah.
Why not, if that's the case? Obviously, and I want you to speak as a Newcastle supporter.
I'm speaking as a football person. So when Strive talked about Arsenal not playing for the centre, and I think people underestimate the importance of Partey to start attacks. So Declan Rice defensively may be better than Partey in the six, but offensively, I said he may be. Yeah. There may be debates. But Partey offensively is better than him, so he can break the lines and give the ball to Odegaard where Odegaard needs it closer to the goal, or maybe further away from Arsenal's goal. That's why Arsenal not really penetrating through the centre. And let's not forget how many times this season has Jesus played through the centre. Again, that has an impact. So when you now get to Martinelli and Saka, in Chelsea, they double up. Newcastle, they double up. So it's not that Saka can't take on his man. He's got two people on him. Yeah. So and Ben White sometimes does an overlap, or maybe he's meant to overlap, and then Saka comes through the centre. But people underestimate how difficult it is to go to a place like Newcastle, a late kickoff, and expect Arsenal to win or dominate a game where Arsenal are missing some key players. So I think people shouldn't be too harsh on Arsenal, because the game plan was working.
Sorry, just as a rebuttal though, Partey hasn't played in a long time. So
I know. I'm talking about why he said Arsenal are struggling to penetrate through the centre.
I know, but you don't have been penetrating this season without Partey.
That's what
chances created everything, bro. Like there's been a dip. What has been I think where we have improved is we've become quite difficult to break down. Like we're tougher to beat, whatnot, and it's quite in my opinion, John Boy. You're a Gooner as well, so you can chime in and tell me how you feel about this. But I think like we haven't looked particularly great this season, but I don't think we've looked poor. So to be where we are in the Premier League position and having just lost our first game, which was, you know, I'm sure we'll touch on it. There was a little bit of, there was some controversy surrounding that loss in the first place. I think where we've maybe lost a little bit in terms of creativity, where we've become a little bit more, we're taller, we're bigger, we're scarier, we're just difficult to break down, and that's holding us in good stead maybe in the long run. And maybe hopefully when these players come back, because when we get players come back finally off injury or whatnot, maybe we might start to see that creativity come back into the game.
So quick question, you think when Partey comes back, you guys will start creating more chances?
Not just Partey, because
obviously Odegaard and your full team. But if Partey joins that team, let's say Partey,
I've always thought Partey is instrumental to our team.
But you think you're going to create more chances?
Bro, yeah, it goes without saying. I think with Partey being in the team, because it's not just him by himself, but you've got to remember, like it's like because
it's him. Let's say at the expense of Rice. If we were to take Rice out of the team, put Partey in.
Why does it have to be at the expense of Rice? We've seen them together before.
Because something Della said was Rice doesn't break lines as much as Partey. So I'm saying is that if Rice gets injured, then Partey comes straight back in. Do you guys create more chances?
Potentially.
Is that what you believe though?
No. It's as what Strive's saying. I think it's a combination of having the right formula in place. So if you got Partey, Odegaard, and all the rest, and Jesus, Arsenal naturally going to play. They're going to create more because there's more creative angles. You can go through the centre with Jesus coming deep. Yeah. You can go to Martinelli and Saka. So if people double up on Martinelli and Saka, well, you got Odegaard in there. But when they're doubling up on Martinelli and Saka, who's that midfield maestro that those two players who are now marking Martin and Saka are now free. Who from Arsenal?
And does Jorginho not break lines as well?
No, but he's deeper. Way deeper. So if you're attacking, you're not going to. If by you passing the ball back to Jorginho, you've stifled your attack.
But so correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Partey 6 and kind of / right back for a little period as well? But before that, he was playing in the 6th role.
What, last season?
Last season and before
he's not playing in
that.
the 60th season.
But Partey's rarely played.
Didn't he play Community Shield?
Yeah, apart from Community Shield.
But I'm saying he's rarely played the season. So I'm just saying last season and Arsenal the season before.
That's what I'm saying. Arsenal played a lot more.
But he played in the 6th though.
Yeah.
So isn't that where Jorginho is playing now?
No, but
so when you're saying he's deeper than Partey.
Yeah, but I'm saying Jorginho's not as good as Partey.
As breaking lines?
No.
Okay, because I thought his thing was passing. That's
I think everyone's obviously got their own opinion on the thing, but I like Jorginho and I think he does find the pass. I think that's
I think Partey's better.
Offensively, I would say Jorginho is better than Partey.
No, he is not.
How can you argue that?
I think, but you have to qualify what part of it, because are you talking about in general or are you talking about in passing?
In passing, and creating chances, yeah.
Don't underestimate Partey, please.
I'm not underestimating.
I'm not.
As the two players, one is more defensively astute, and Jorginho's his main thing is passing.
Yeah, you may be passing, but Partey breaks the line.
But if I say somebody's a passer, the assumption is that they break lines. I never say somebody's a passer if they're a safe passer.
Jorginho doesn't run with the ball.
Second yellow.
Yeah, Partey he drives. He can travel with the ball.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes him instrumental into our attack, because it will be a guy. Is that another red?
Yeah, second yellow.
And it will be a guy.
Doku should have been off from time. That's karma, boy.
Yeah. It will be a guy and pass it and still do a sick pass. Where Jorginho's just saying, right, I'm just going to pass.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I understand that.
Passing. The thing with Jorginho, like I just said, is that his passing range is sick, but he's not mobile enough. Man. He's very static, and that's how he got caught in the Spurs game.
Yeah.
He thought he could do what Partey does, and he can't.
And I'm guessing if he doesn't have time to take the picture, and he hasn't done it, and before the press is on, he's the pass.
But press is resistant as well.
Exactly, where Partey can drive.
But Jorginho is quite press resistant as well. I feel like some people. I'm
not getting at him, Dan.
I know.
I'm not getting at him either.
Yeah,
I do like.
But I just feel like people are quick to say these things about Jorginho, and I think it's
like the top sixes.
I didn't say anything.
No, I'm just saying people. I'm not like digging you guys out.
That's my opinion of him as well. But in comparison to the rest of the sixes in the league, he probably has the least tenacity out of all of them.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's fair to say?
Yeah.
I understand that. I understand that. Hence why like Gooners get apprehensive when he's brought into games such as Newcastle. Yes. But we've seen him do it against Newcastle.
Yeah, but who was around him? That's the thing. It's not just about that one individual. It's about the components around him, innit?
Yeah.
that's where Jorginho, I can't remember who played in that last game, but he probably had different components around him other than Havertz.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Last season it was Jorginho and Xhaka.
Obviously, we're missing Xhaka.
Xhaka's going to do a lot.
That goes without saying. But Havertz was channeling the spirit of Xhaka in this game. Just gone.
I think that was one of his
his attitude.
Well, bro,
he played okay.
I was probably.
Let me see, because obviously John Boy's face is saying.
I was going to ask about Havertz. When you talk about him as well, what did you think? Should he have got sent off as well?
Honest opinion. When I saw it the second time, he catches him.
Yeah,
it's a bit reckless. It could easily have been a red
off the deck.
Yeah, it could easily have been a red, to be honest.
Okay.
But I don't think he had we can talk about...
It was just a rash challenge, wasn't it? Just rash.
Yeah, it was rash. It was rash.
It was a lunge and it was off the deck though, so it was dangerous, but...
With Havertz, we can talk about work rate and his attitude in the game, and I think maybe that did improve in the Newcastle game, but still his technical ability is not what we're expecting it to be. And
what are you expecting from Kai Havertz, bro? Like, let's just do this because I don't.
How much did you not pay for him?
It's not what I expect. But you're in the team for a reason, innit? So I'm expecting you to do something.
But what my thing is, and this is what I had to tell myself, and I'm telling other gooners is, we've watched this man kick ball in the Prem for the last 3 years or however long.
Yeah.
Just because Mikel Arteta's had some brainwave and decided we're going to bring Kai Havertz into Arsenal, let's not expect this guy to morph into something he's not. What he's doing for us is what he's been doing. Like if I was Kai Havertz here, do you know how baffled I'd be? I'd be like thinking, you man, I'm doing my thing. What do you want from me? Like, he's not doing anything different. No. So that's why I say, like, when I see his game on Saturday just gone, I was least offended by his performance in that game against that great double save from the Tottenham keeper. So I'm least offended by that performance because like De La Strada said, you might even argue that's probably one of his best performances in an Arsenal shirt. Yes, he didn't give us anything creativity wise, but like I said, I wasn't expecting that. As soon as I saw the lineup, I weren't expecting that from Havertz.
Yeah, you weren't expecting it, but he's in the team. And he cost 65 mil. So you are expecting something.
So him being there,
you're expecting to see what Mikel sees at some point.
There's an opportunity.
I guess that's fair.
And I haven't seen anything.
Can I point out, so I think what I saw in that game, normally I've always said Havertz is very low touch. So that's why when he plays in the 8, it's like low touch and he just literally vacates the space, which is not good. But in that game yesterday, on Saturday, he actually, sometimes he stood onto the ball, he drove with the ball. It wasn't like, oh, I got the ball, take it. He actually wanted it. And that's what I saw. It wasn't just his attitude for him just running. Yeah. He actually said, you know what, give me the ball. Maybe it was because Odegaard wasn't playing, so therefore he felt more comfortable to do it. But after watching that game, and I saw a few things on Twitter where people were calling for Odegaard to play in the 8 and Havertz in the 10. And the reason why I think it will work in this system now without Partey, because at least it gives Rice can play his game, and then Odegaard can get the ball deeper, and then Havertz can play closer to goal, which is closer to Jesus, and that will probably work. Probably his best in this system right now without Partey. Yeah. That's what I think works.
Would Odegaard want to be further away from the goal?
No, but I'm saying, but that's the only way he can get onto the ball because he's dropping deeper now to get the ball.
Is it worth sacrificing Odegaard being close to the goal for something that, like Striver said, we've seen him at Chelsea? No, what are we expecting from him?
The reason why I think, because one, it brings Odegaard into the game more. Because where he's positioned, Rice can't get, there's no Partey. So he can get the ball from deeper. And Havertz, as I said, he's a low touch player. He's like pass and move. He can link up more with Jesus. And naturally, Jesus wants to come deep. Havertz runs ahead of him. That could work.
Okay. To answer your question though, Jay, man, about that, why did you ask that? Did you think he should have got red carded?
I did. At the time when I saw it, I thought he was going to get a red, personally.
With it being an Arsenal player, it looked like it could be a red when I saw it.
Because you know what I find so interesting about this, when I hear like so-called pundits, expert pundits, ex-football players in talking about that particular scenario, everyone is pretty sure that should have been a red, that should have been a red. But actually, his training leg caught him in the challenge. It was nothing more than a reckless challenge. There is an argument that it may be red. Like, obviously, subjectivity does come into play here. There is an argument that it may have been a red card, but in if you're talking matter of fact, it was his training leg. So it's not. You can't argue dangerous play. And
but the ball was completely gone, man.
I'm not saying that he wasn't a foul, bro.
Yeah,
I'm saying it was a foul.
Isn't reckless challenge a red card, though? By definition?
That's why I said with his training leg.
Yeah, so it's a reckless thing. But then obviously, I suppose that's where the subjectivity comes into it. Is it? Contact. Yeah. Whereas a guaranteed red is dangerous play and intent or something. Serious foul play. It doesn't go into that category.
But there was intent though. Because remember,
intent, but
there was no intent to get the ball there, bro. Because he was well late. Just remember, before that, he got that strong challenge on him, and then he was.
That's thingy. That's
Jorginho.
Not Jorginho. That was Bruno G.
Yeah.
No, just remember, it was a throw on, and then Saka flicked it, and then Havertz came to get the ball, and then he. Remember, it was a throw on, and then Saka done the header.
No, that went it.
He's talking about the incident before.
He's trying to say that Kai Havertz was wound up, so he went to hurt him. But he got back. But that wasn't.
I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but bro, I disagree. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying I disagree. Like he went.
You know, when the footballers were talking about in the ex-pundits, they're saying like clearly he's trying to do him.
No, he's not, because if he's trying to do him, then it would be his leading leg.
I'm saying that's what they're saying. They're saying, but
this is what I'm trying to say. They're talking garbage, though, and that's what I started with. They're talking garbage.
It could have been the leading leg, but he missed the guy. So remember, we were saying about the red card in this game, yeah. Just because he's lunged for the ball, was it Udogi? Udogi's lunged for the ball 2-footed. He's missed the guy. But it's still reckless and dangerous foul play, bro, because you're 2 foot off the ground.
That's dangerous. That's not even subjective. That's 2 feet off the ground.
But Havertz was off the ground. And he missed with the main leg, but he couldn't with the leading leg. So when that's why they say it's reckless and it's a lunge.
With intent.
But I don't think it's a red card because he didn't connect, in my opinion.
But do you see what you and I are doing here? This discourse here, yeah? That shows, there's a level of subjectivity here. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying? For the fact that we're having a conversation about it proves the point that I'm trying to make. Whereas there's other incidences in this game which require
let's move on to the VAR thing.
So there's other incidences where these pundits are like, oh no, hold on a second. That's way there's so much subjectivity that needs to be applied to this process. But with the Havertz one, where me and Joey and De La Strada have just exhibited that there's way more subjectivity in that matter, they're dead cert. That's a red. And what I'm trying to say here is, and I know Marley Marl sometimes.
But Stripes, is this the whole reason why, even with VAR, things are never going to be perfect?
No, bro, that's not that. I'm telling you, bro, like there's something against my club. That's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. There's something against my club. Bro, George Graham said, bro, I remember I looked at this quote and he says it's fine that people hate us. It's part of our history. And I'm like, you know what? It's true, bro.
Who hates Arsenal, bro?
Everybody hates Arsenal. George Graham said that. George Graham said that from way back when. And then I even remember.
Tell me one non-Arsenal person that said that.
I'll tell you something even more recent. Do you remember when Michael Richards was talking about when something happens when it comes to Arsenal, everyone just seems to get onto Arsenal. Everyone just seems to get onto Arsenal.
Where you lot were a joke club. Remember Arsenal?
No. Forget about joke club. Forget about anything that we do. Whether it's a yellow card, red card, everyone piles in. Celebration. Mikel Arteta's not allowed to celebrate. He's not allowed to be passionate on the touchline, bro. Anything that happens with Arsenal, the media work piling in.
And then you know what it is, yeah?
It's when I don't have the patience.
It will happen again the following week with a different team, yeah, and they'll be like, "That's what we want to see."
All right, okay. Before we get John,
that's a model professional,
bro. And
pretty much,
it's even indicative. This thing is what you just said. Yeah, this whole scenario lends credence to everything you just said, because when Liverpool was going on their hurt campaign, I'll tell you what was different.
Let's get into it.
I'll tell you what was different. I'll tell you what was different because VAR failed to follow protocol. So I understand. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But where we are very similar is it was a robbery. It was wrong. It was mad.
100%.
But then what I'm trying to say is Arsenal fans may have been it's happened to us so many times. It's hard for us to understand why you guys are crying about it so much. But ultimately, none of us were cheapening your outcry. The only thing that we thought was a little bit mad was Klopp was asking for a replay.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's all the thing. So that's what made it a little bit okay.
I don't know where that notion where Liverpool players are trying to insert themselves. I haven't heard anything as
bro. Michael Owens has come out and
but he's a Man United. He's a Man United Newcastle legend, bro.
Strives, that's
the point.
Let's not get sidetracked. Let's go into the goal that Newcastle scored now.
Bring it up.
Bro, that's what we're talking about.
Let's go through it. Let's go through it though. So in terms of they're saying that it was basically all the things that what was it? The ball out of play. It was the foul on, was it Saliba?
Strive also saw a handball in there.
And then
on Gabriel.
Gabriel, sorry. And then it was
the handball according to Strives that no one else saw.
Yeah, the handball as well.
And the offside.
And then obviously the offside.
He said it was 4 contraventions.
So I'll just say,
when you were saying that, I googled it. I said, bro, the word is not controversial.
I googled it.
And then I googled it, and he said, okay, I'll give you that, bro. He said, there are 4 contraventions in this goal. It should not stand.
I'll let you guys go.
I've been heated from Saturday, bro, because I've not had enough time to process it because it was our boy's birthday. Special person is like throwing him a surprise birthday party. So I didn't even get the time to process the game. So I'm still processing it. I think I was speaking to John Boy and Marley Marl, trying to explain to them like, bro, we've been robbed. But I've not got time to process it.
What was the word you used as well?
What did I say?
It might have been corruption.
But, bro, I'll say it on the pod, bro. We're a victim of corruption, bro. Corruption, bro. PGMO, MOL or whatever, bro. It's not right. You can't keep doing this. And you know what? Before we got into this game here, because I wanted to make a note of this, because Marley Marl has painted out that I cry about all this stuff. But I thought to myself, nah, I felt like this too often. So I went through the liberty of noting down all the times that I think we've been robbed. Yeah, cool. All right, cool. So last season, Brentford. When Norgard was in an offside position, the lines weren't drawn. Yeah. We ended up drawing that game 1-1.
That was a robbery.
I think they apologised. Then the next VAR gaff, we lost that game 3-1. My faithful guy was getting married on that day. John Boy, big him up. What have you not? That day, we're 1-0 up. What's it? Odegaard competes for the ball against Ericsson. They've deemed that to be a foul, ruled out Martinelli's goal.
That was a foul, man.
Well, it's no longer subjective because they've come out and they've said that.
I don't know why they did that, bro, but that was a foul.
But because it wasn't a foul. Yeah, and then we've ended up losing that game 3-1. Goals affect games. Yeah, so that's 2 VAR ones. Now let's go into referee blunders, yeah? Against Everton, we lost. Yeah, the game we lost.
I'm counting them. This is your third one, by the way, because I'll go through the same exercise and I'll come back with my list next week. So this is 3. Have you got more than 5?
I've got more. I'm telling you, I've got more.
All right.
So, So Gabriel, he gets impeded by Neil Maupay. Is that his name? That prick that came from Everton. He from Brighton? Yeah, the Everton guy. Nemesis. So, bro, literally, this guy, we should have got a penalty. It was awarded a free kick against us for that, yeah? And now, has anyone apologized for that one? No. That was just a referee. Because remember, my thing's with officiating.
But why are you counting that as a blunder if the referee doesn't think it's a blunder and nobody else? Bro, because then the Arsenal fans think it's a blunder.
I think if we played that back, I'm pretty certain you guys would be like, oh no, you've got a case here. I believe so. I believe that you would. And then also, bro,
Strives. These guys will say, nah, yes, that's fair. That's what they'll say.
But that's unfair.
You forgot the Brentford one.
Hey.
No, if I forgot
the neutral, guys. You forgot the Brentford one. When Arsenal played Brentford, I think at the start of the season when Ramsey got obstructed and Brentford scored and Arsenal lost.
No, I think that was poor goalkeeping.
No. It was.
Did we lose in that game?
Yeah, that's the first game everyone said Ben White was dead.
Yeah. That was 2 seasons ago.
I'm just okay. So yeah,
what is happening?
Because I didn't even go that far, but
I've lost track.
We can take that one as well.
Wait,
Martinelli, 2 yellow cards in
Fam.
Fair enough.
Guys.
Crazy. And then hold on, because I'm not done.
But if you put your hand on this table, I guarantee no Arsenal fan will be able to put their hand on this table. Why? Because this table is accountability and you guys are not able to take it.
Bro, you just interrupted me to do it. You just interrupted me to say that nonsense. He keeps doing, hey, you know how many like when he spoke about Zinchenko getting his head slapped, this guy always interrupts me with stupidity. And then another one. Gabriel again denied a penalty. Guess when?
What, against Rasmus Højlund?
No.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You interject with that, yeah, but wait for my turn. But I hear you on that one. I'm not saying we've not been.
Make that list, bro.
I'm not saying we haven't been beneficiaries, but I don't think ours has been as. I don't think your one. Anyway, with the same fixture, this Newcastle game. Newcastle, when they drew with us, remember, I think they went down to 10 men and they literally went low block.
And he pulled Saka to Dan Burns.
Dan Burns. Bro.
Oh, he grabbed him?
Bro, yeah.
That was Jesus.
No, it was Gabriel again. Brought him back and we ended up drawing with Newcastle. Right. So far, that's a draw. That probably could have been 3 points if we got the penalty. Yeah. So that's 2 points lost there. 2 points lost again at Brentford. And yeah, so that's 4 so far. Then there's the Everton one where we've lost that game. Lost that game, so we could have had one. That's 5 points so far. We lost the league by 5 points. Yeah. Also, let me tell you another one. We drew with Southampton 1-1, and we should have gone 2-0 up potentially with a penalty, but Jesus was dragged down by freaking that Kalita dude.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah. Bruv. And then McTominay did the same thing to Brozier. And a penalty got given. Bruv, we would have won the league if not for VAR.
That's why Arteta probably done the same thing. That's why I say it's embarrassing.
So thank you, and that's what I was going to lead on to. So people are ignoring this context when Arteta has come out now and he said it's a fucking disgrace. It's embarrassing. This isn't just one isolated incident here. He's thinking, how many times does it have to happen? How many times do I have to come so close? I'm competing with teams that are fucking amazing. Man City, Newcastle are getting up there.
Yeah.
He's competing with a madness. And then on top of that, you have to compete with VAR. It's not fucking fair, bro.
The thing with the Newcastle game is that, I think you said it, the XG was mad already. Even if you take away that goal, I don't know what the XG would have been. But it's like
0.56.
It's like, bro, these are the marginal gains. That could have been a point.
Yeah.
Or whatever in it. Regardless of whether we had shots or not on target.
Yeah, exactly.
That could have been a point. Which
I agree.
at the end of the
So
season
what are you lot saying about this goal then?
Yeah, exactly.
That goal shouldn't have
so
stood.
there's 3 incidents. So which in your mind,
the push,
the ones that are non-debatable,
is the stone cold one?
Well, you think they're non-debatable. I think the ball was out of play. But if it wasn't out of play,
we can't prove that.
We can't prove it. Okay, but if we can't prove it, then why did Højlund's goal get disallowed?
Which one?
The one where Rashford.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but it's that's if you can't prove it, it's just a referee.
No, but it's a good point.
But you see what I'm trying to say? There's a lack of consistency. But okay, I'll give you that one. Subjective, yeah. It was in play.
Yeah.
Then you lot were laughing at this point here, but the ball's now come into the box. The ball's been crossed into the box. Joe Linton has used 2 arms and he has pushed the back.
Foul. Is there anyone here that disagrees with that Joe Linton push on the back?
No, I think it was a foul.
Hang on. That isn't a Man United fan that disagrees with that.
I thought it was a foul.
Let's say what Wally Miles got to say.
Yeah, it was 50-50, innit?
Where does that mean? What does that mean? Where is a 50-50 challenge?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
They're both going up for a header, yeah? That's 100% a foul.
And Gary Neville needs to be stripped from commentating on our games. Bro, he was saying it's not a foul. He was saying he's trying to do some flick on.
Because he done it himself.
He's such a dead right back as well.
I think he was trying to do a flick on, but it doesn't mean it's not a foul, bro. What kind of nonsense is that, bro? Like, you can go for a flick on and get pushed in the back by 2 hands, bro.
Joey, yeah?
Yeah.
You're a defender, yeah?
Yeah.
We've played together. If your goalkeeper has completely missed the ball, you're getting that ball out of there. Who are you doing a flick on to, please?
No, flick on backwards.
Where?
No.
You're not doing that, Joey.
No, but I'm saying...
Are you doing that? Because you play fullback as well. I've even played fullback. If I'm going for a header, I'm not doing it. And I've run headers before you start doing the height ones.
My point is, whether you're doing a flick on, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. There's 2 hands pushing you in the back.
Yeah. But I'm just pissed off with Gary Neville's rationalising.
But let's not bring him into the equation.
He's just a twat. But anyway, So bro. And then the ball came off his arm. The ball came off his arm, you know.
But the rule is, if the ball comes off of your arm and you score, then it can't be a goal. But if the ball comes off your arm and somebody else scores, it's not disallowed. All
right, cool. So anyway, let's move on to that one. So that's controversial. Even park that to the side. So the foul, that was a foul.
Yeah.
Then Gordon,
he's not offside, is he?
well, that's what we're being checked for.
Yeah.
But they're saying it's inconclusive because they can't tell from when the ball hit his arm and when it goes to.
Yeah.
But all you have to do is just play the video. Forget about the stills. Just play the video. You can see where he was when the ball ricochets off freaking Joe Linton. It's offside. He's offside. He's offside. It's a foul and he's offside. That's guaranteed.
We can clearly say though.
So we got robbed.
Out of all of them,
did we get robbed?
Yeah, no, you got robbed.
So we did get robbed. Marley Marl, did we get robbed?
I would say the conclusive one we will say to move on from this point is the one they definitely missed in my mind was the foul.
Okay,
let's put the others aside.
Cool, but
do you know what I mean?
But essentially,
the foul was the one where they should have just said.
Need to check that.
But hang on. So with the foul though, that happens to everybody. If we're just boiling it down to the foul, the foul one, that's not technically a robbing because loads of people that happens to.
Well, it's a robbing because VAR should look at and it's.
I know, but VAR looks at loads of those ones and they don't give fouls when technically they should have given fouls. We can.
Is it fair to say before we move on from this game that whatever VAR thought, they should have still got a referee's opinion on something?
Did they ask him to go to the? I was going to ask.
Nope.
Did he?
No, they should have asked him to go and look at it.
Yeah,
Bro,
but they
but
didn't. This is my whole point.
Did they look at Havertz? Havertz is a red card or should have been a red card? No.
They looked at-
It's equal then, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
that
not
is a
equal
good point.
because, bro,
I don't think having someone red card.
you know what? I don't know if you're doing this on purpose. How can it be equal? There's so many other things that's happened. Our host, bro, why have you not spoken on the MMA fighter that was on the pitch? Bruno Guimaraes, bro.
Yeah, with the
Bro, my man did a flying forearm elbow
that was a red
to the
card.
back.
Yeah.
Bro.
That was a red card.
Yeah,
And
that
then
was
they
a red
said,
card.
I'm not sure if it was his. They actually,
Was it an elbow? Was it a
you know,
forearm?
VAR reported back to say, I'm not sure if his elbow hit his hand, but because it was his forearm, it's calm. Are you all right? And then, are you fucking okay, bro? And then, no, and then he's picked up the ball, he's booted it. I can't remember which player he's booted it at. It might have even, I don't know what he's got against Jorginho.
That was
it Havertz? So he's booted the ball at Jack Havertz for no reason. Then another separate incident. Jorginho's just minding his business. He barged into the back of Jorginho. It's like he was pissed off that he chose fucking Italy instead of Brazil or something. And then when he finally gets his yellow card, I think it's something he did to Jorginho again.
Yeah.
The man should not have been on the pitch.
You know what?
Vieira.
Yeah,
Was it Vieira?
he could have easily got 2 yellows in that game.
Bro.
Easily.
And then if he gets red carded after he's done the MMA move to Jorginho, it's a completely different game, isn't it?
I think they shut
We've
us out.
been
I
wrong.
think they still shut us out.
Good.
With 10 men behind the ball.
Oh, is he off?
Good.
Yeah,
And
I think they still shut us out, but I think they ain't going to score.
let me tell you about this corruption thing, though.
Hey, quick question: did anyone else play this weekend?
But before you go on to that, yeah,
Just ask
no,
me.
because let me go
Just
before. No, but there's been a lot of talking points on this one.
Yeah, there was.
Marley Marl, wanted to bring up corruption. I'm going to tell you why there's corruption. Yeah, Andy Madley and Stuart Bard, who was in the VAR room. Yeah, they referee because I've been doing my research. Yeah, I've been doing my research. They be refereeing for the Saudi League, bruv. The Saudi League, the Saudi League, the Pro Saudi League is funded by the owners of Newcastle because the sponsors of that league is Roshin or something like that, owned by the Saudi PIF. Look, do your research. Do your research. Check it out.
Your research.
And
Hang on, one more thing though, because obviously you're talking about that, but
I'm telling you, there's corruption here,
but
bro.
that don't other teams have like their cases? You
But-
know how,
but
like,
look-
Liverpool are playing Man City
Come off a
12:30
defender
again.
last.
Fair enough. But okay. But if we focus on the Newcastle element of it, the week prior, bro, they bumped Wolves. So why are they getting all this favour?
and they apologise to Wolves.
Why are they getting all this favour, bro?
Okay.
Yeah, last thing I would say, I think in that game there's too many incidents. Not to get out of violence or anything, but I think there's too many incidents not to check for anything to go in our favour in it. Like Bruno could have got 2 yellows quite easily. The goal could have been disallowed on three accounts, maybe 4 if you look at the handball as well. I think there's too many, and I think what you're saying, there's potential to that, fam. Like in terms of corruption, because it's like you're playing City and Newcastle, the ones that are getting all the favour every week.
There's one thing before I say before we move on, because I think sometimes people forget to say that there's 2 sides to football. There's the offensive side and the defensive side. When 2 teams cancel each other, everyone says, the game's dead. But people seem to ignore the side of the defensive side of things. And Newcastle defensive were playing well. Arsenal defensive were playing well. That's it. Even when Newcastle played and Arsenal played Man City, the game was dead. No, defensively, both teams are playing well. And sometimes that's what it should be. It's not a thing of like someone's going to come and let you score 5 goals all the time. Football's offensive and defensively.
No, well said, man. But Arsenal do need to go to the market, and we need to get a striker. We should have been doing that, man. Jesus ain't the answer, bro. He's missed 30% of our games, bro. It's not making any sense, bro.
I'm party too.
So
I'm party, bro.
To wrap it up, I was going to say, so you're in agreement with what Arteta said, but then obviously Arsenal have released a club statement as well.
Bro, Arsenal have done what they need to do, bro. If Arsenal should be Premier League champions, so of course they're going to back their manager, bro. Their manager's just saying. Let's move on because guy's a dickhead, man. I can't wait to talk about Nunes.
Yeah, just to let everyone know. So basically, the next game, Newcastle, they got Borussia Dortmund, then Bournemouth. Arsenal got Sevilla, then Burnley at home. So interesting fixtures coming up. Obviously, Champions League and stuff like that. But we'll see how that goes. But yeah, moving on to the next game, Fulham 0, Man United 1. Bruno Fernandes, scored in stoppage time to relieve the pressure on ETH. Obviously, there was a ban on Marley Mar in that game that the players saw when they walked out.
Play like you mean it, innit?
Yeah, play like you mean it. Do you think that happened, or was that just a goal just out of one chance of like brilliance that saved ETH again?
Yeah, I mean it's a common trend with Man United, isn't it? Like it's taking individual brilliances to brilliance. Is that the word? Fuck it, we're gonna run with it. To win these games, innit? It's concerning, man. It's concerning. Like obviously we won the game, which is I guess it's positive because it avoids us from another week of banter and abuse from rival supporters. But outside of that, like actually looking at assessing the issues, like we're in. Yeah, man, it doesn't look good, bruv. It's a real like paper over cracks, man. I wasn't happy. We won the game, but I'm not happy, bruv. Like I need to start seeing Man United win or dominate games or
convincingly.
Just look like you're in the game. Like let's look like you're the superior team in the game. And at the minute we're like all these like what you would consider teams that should be finishing the bottom half of the table are looking like our peers, bruv. Like really looking like our peers. So yeah, it's tough, man. But there was some positives from the game for sure. Maguire looked pretty solid again. And I would say, obviously, based on all the criticism that he's been facing recently, like to put in performances like this, like where you're still looking at the captain of the team. Like credit to you, like a massive credit to you, and then obviously Bruno Fernandes as well is like silencing the critics because effectively he really bruv, he did bruv, because his game he didn't change, bruv.
Yeah, but when you say silencing the critics, he the whole game he didn't do nothing, and then he came up and scored last minute. I don't think he's changed the narrative.
It should do, bro. It should. You say he's dead.
I don't like him personally.
He's not dead though. Let's be real. Let's be factual.
And Maguire had nothing to contend against as well, man. Like who was up top? Was it Vinicius or?
Vinicius came in the second half, I think.
Who started up top, bro?
Who was playing? Probably.
But basically, he had nothing to do up there. They didn't have.
But that's not. Well, but it didn't look toothless because I saw him winning a lot of headers and like making a lot of challenges in the game.
He was doing this thing. Like he was standing off him and he was doing a good challenge in the air. But other than that, he had nothing.
But that's good defending. That's doing your job, man.
No, I'm saying that the striker, he had nobody to head the ball to. Even if he did win the ball, even though he was putting up a good challenge.
It was Muniz, isn't it? Muniz that was up front.
So, like Fulham have been a bit toothless without Mitrovic, to be completely honest. Like William was the biggest threat on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree. But do you think there was anyone from the United side, Marley Mar, that stood out for you?
No.
I thought Garnacho was trying harder than anyone else on the pitch.
Yeah, I'm not sold with him as a starter, and I've said that for a while. To be fair, he's
a more of an impact.
He's fantastic coming off the bench, but as a starter, I don't think he's got the juice personally. Like he's still young, it's early days, but yeah, for me, he's not a starter. Standout performance. Sorry, Jules. Standout performances will be. Anthony, but for the wrong reasons.
I was thinking, what's going on?
For the wrong reasons, bro. Like, man. Like, there's
I was thinking there might be a swap deal on the cards or something like that.
Yeah,
for
playing.
For Anthony,
What do we call Dan James? Garnacho around here.
You wait to the Liverpool segment.
You know when you've been rehearsing a joke in your brain for so long. It's one man at a time, innit? It's like,
I'm so embarrassed.
But I've heard Anthony might get swapped for Barbosa from Fluminense, I think.
I swear.
Yeah,
No.
from Brazil. But to be fair, Barbosa on FM back in the day, Barbosa was live
No,
still.
Anthony will never go back there, bro.
He wants to stay in
No,
Europe.
no,
man.
but
Back to Brazil.
it's more so I'm just baffled that you bought this player for how much?
Nearly 100 mil.
95.
And he's going to go to Brazil.
No, it's mad. I'm not sure if the criminal charges are playing on his mind, but
Oh, man.
he is. I don't know what he's playing at on the pitch, Anthony. I'll be honest. I was watching him and thinking, how is ETH still giving this guy game time?
Bruv,
That's what
choices,
baffles me.
yeah.
I don't know what goes through their minds when you see a guy struggling week in, week out, and you continue to play them. Like,
Yeah.
what is going through your
But I
mind?
think ETH as well struggles to like drop people
Does he?
that he loves.
Amrabat, Mount.
No, but the people that he loves.
He
though.
bought them.
Like, I've established
Anthony
that
he loves.
He's got favourites, and that needs to start. Like the measure of his tenure at Man United will be judged based on these. Like these are the key decisions he needs to make. Like these guys that you might consider reliable, like the Antonys and the Antonys. Bruv, he's not good enough, bruv. Like Pellistri came on, he came on and he looked hungry, and he's actually got a little bit of end product. If you're comparing it to Anthony, like Pellestri's not fantastic, but this guy gets in the Uruguay team starting every single game, and he looks more composed than Anthony. Just play him.
Where's Ahmad?
He's still injured. I think he's coming back from injuries.
But Maino should be back soon, isn't it?
He's on the bench.
What do you think about? So you don't think Sancho should be brought back in? Like you don't think he should find a way? You're of the full.
No, like in terms of when I'm seeing Anthony play like that, I'm thinking you can't.
Because has he got a point? Like he's never got to play in his position because of quote unquote.
I think at this moment in time, I don't know. They should just come to some kind of agreement and just put it past them, and then because we need players and people aren't performing. So in my mind, if I'm playing Anthony and then I've got Sancho who's eating in the canteen by himself with a lunchbox and training down to 21s, like what are we doing?
Yeah,
we've got a player that we can play. Do you know what I mean?
No, let's have it right, man. These players are going to outlast ETH, man. So
that's what some people are saying.
Do you know what? I think if Ratcliffe comes in and he genuinely comes in with what they say is being like he's going to have the control of all the football decisions, I think Ten Hag's days are numbered. And I said at the Fulham game, if he didn't get a win and then he maybe lost or drew to Luton, who was our next game, I think.
Yeah, Luton's on next.
He's gone.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The next two, Fulham and Luton were key.
Yeah,
you lot would turn over Luton though, man.
Boy, I don't like.
No,
yeah, man.
You will, man. They've exerted all their energy on Liverpool, bro, man. Like, yeah.
I'd like to think so. I mean, it's hopefully we've turned the corner, but I wouldn't base that statement on the result against Fulham. I think we need to put in a performance that is actually convincing. Like the Fulham game was, it was a real smash and grab, and that's crazy.
What do you think of AWB? Was it still a bit not fit?
I mean, you kind of know what you're going to get with him. It looked like an AWB performance. Like he was winning like a lot of ridiculous balls that he shouldn't have won. In the game, like high up the pitch and in defense as well, which was good. He's still not fantastic going forward, but he still looked like he offered something that we've been missing in our team. Yeah, man. We definitely missed him. So it's good to have him back. Another clean sheet. Onana's looking like a goalkeeper finally.
Yeah.
He's looking decent. Like he's looking like he has a place in the team. Made a couple of decent saves.
Because apparently I read something that Onana complained about like the kit that he was wearing, it was too tight.
Yeah,
they had to like substitute that with another kind of like top or something.
Yeah,
like
I think they said he's wearing a replica kit,
yeah,
something like that.
And it's crazy.
That was the reason for the saves he was making.
No,
man.
I was just trying to work out what he was saying.
No, I just thought it was crazy. And then obviously with our socks, like we've apparently like they've changed the socks because we've always had to cut the backs of the socks for the calves. It's just like mad stuff like that. Like
It's yeah. I've quite a few teams have having it. What was that on about, bruv? What was that?
We're doing now. He's tight on the stomach.
Listen, that was just an FYI point. That's like a sidebar. Here's an FYI, guys. More than anything else, but our performances are dead. I don't think it's a
exactly.
I don't think it's the socks or the kit.
I'll be honest.
Let's just say that.
After the Newcastle loss, I thought we were doomed in that game. If I'm honest, we were. I couldn't see us getting a win. I'll be honest. I couldn't see it. I could see a draw, but I just couldn't see us winning. Like I just thought we were so down and out.
Yeah,
I thought they had down the tools from that Newcastle game.
Especially the way the game was, like the Fulham game. Especially the way the Fulham game was going. Obviously, we scored in the 91st minute, which is an indication that we wasn't really doing our thing. Yeah, the Newcastle game was an absolute mare. But that's Carling Cup. Do we talk about Carling Cup football? I don't want to talk about Man United right now.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But other than that, there wasn't really too many positives to take out that game. I'll just say ETH has given himself a bit more time.
Another 2 games.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be going like that because I think if those players down tools, I think it's just I don't know why Malema, but for me it seems to be like a common theme. I don't know who we get if ETH goes to steady that ship because they seem it's like a pattern. If you know what I mean, it gets to a point where they're
Who was that manager that LT was talking about in the?
It's the sporting manager. I can't remember.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember his name. But yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. But for me, like we need to do something. We need to break the cycle somehow. Yeah, and it obviously the cycle at the minute is like we would have sacked Ten Hag if he loses another couple of games. I think we should give him time. Personally, we've seen it happen with Klopp and Arteta.
When you say give him time, give him time to do what?
I don't know. Get his players back, man. Like what?
Stop saying that, bro. Huh? You need to stop saying that.
Have I used that excuse too many times? What else have I got in my bag of tricks?
No, like real talk though. I think you guys need to gut the whole team.
I agree.
The chefs and all that, whatever.
I agree.
Rid of everybody at the team.
Chefs
start from scratch.
What have they done wrong?
Everyone that Ronaldo called out, bro, has to go, bro.
They do.
But yeah, that's my position. I think with the squad should be gutted. I think there's a lot of players that are still in the team that have let down managers previously, and been front and center when Man United have been playing terribly.
Yeah,
and I think I think a reset would be fair and appropriate right now. But whether or not that happens, I don't think it will happen because of the wages that we pay our players and the contracts that we give to our players. Like we really reward mediocrity, and that's something I've labelled Arsenal with for years. And it seems like Man United actually the true devils of it, bruv.
I agree.
But yeah, man, things need to change at Man United, but we'll see how we go in the coming months.
And last but not least, was Rashford injured or was he just giving him? Just giving him some time off?
I think it was injured because apparently he actually spoke to Ten and he apologized for something I don't think he should apologize. But
they're going out.
We're going out. I think it was silly, but at the same time, just put your ego aside and just apologize. It's not gonna hurt me. To Sancho, he should do exactly the same thing, but we move.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Are they angry at Rashford for going out for his birthday? Is that what it was?
I think after the Man City defeat.
I don't care if it was it's my birthday.
I don't get it.
No, I don't think that's. I think the whole point that is coming back to them. Like, why are we hearing about this?
No, but I think
that a bit more discreet, maybe, or something.
No, I don't think it's even that. No, I don't think it's even that. No, I think regardless of whether it's your birthday or not, if Rashford was in, before I wrap this up, was in a normal company working a normal job, by now that guy would have been on a pit plan because he's not performing.
Yeah.
So I think when you put it into context and be like, bro, we just lost 3-0 to City. It's your birthday. I know you're probably going to go out and celebrate.
Once a year.
But you need to feel guilty, bro. You need to go home.
Nah, man.
I feel like flipping his table. Are you mad? What, because my team loves football?
Yeah,
I'm with you.
It's for living, bro.
It's not just that one game.
It's not, man. If you
Fuck
wanna-
that, man.
I hear you. I hear where you're coming from, Della.
Go
But
on, live at Luton if you want to live.
drinking.
Nah,
All these footballers were alcoholics. They shouldn't have done what he done.
the reason I
No, I hear
say
you,
disagree with that because on the because obviously you say performance review, yeah, that's what a pit plan is, by the way, guys. I've been on a few. Rashford wasn't the worst player on the pitch that day, bruv. No. Like he actually, Man United's only chances that we created, I think Rasmus had a chance where it was 1-on-1 with the keeper he missed, and there was another chance. They were created by Rashford. So Rashford is. I've done my job in it, like, and it's my birthday, like. So you expect me to stay in my yard,
and and we talk about mental illness, yeah.
Yeah. It's
If that was my release. It's my release, bro. I don't what fans. I can't go out to celebrate my birthday once a year.
Yeah,
you've been
fuck
shit
off,
this season,
man. I don't give a fuck.
I think that
only McTominay is allowed to celebrate his birthday.
Yeah, bruv, there's a slant on the expectation of celebrities, bruv. And the fact of the matter is, like, these celebrities are fucking normal people, bruv. Like, let them live, bruv. Like, let them live in peace.
What do you say to, like, obviously it's a different kind of job, yeah. So there's a different kind of like
100%.
pressure, yeah, different kind of pressure. There's different kind of expectations, rewards, everything. So I hear where the Australia's coming from, but then obviously the amount of money that you're being afforded.
Hence why I can do it.
Yeah,
But there's so many different stakeholders when it comes to football. Like, can't you just maybe respect the game a little bit, or respect the fans and celebrate your birthday? But
even with Christmas, you sacrifice Christmas with your family and
So
all
I
that
should
kind of
sacrifice
stuff.
my birthday.
No, I'm just saying, but
it's not even sacrifice your birthday. Can't you do it in a way that it's not so?
Yeah,
It's
done
a bit
it.
low key.
Anyway he done it, there would have been noise.
There's a level of responsibility
in
that
his
you
house,
have.
would there be noise? There would have been noise.
I don't want to celebrate in my house. I'm in my house all the time on my birthday.
Yeah, but bro, you're playing shit.
No.
But you're playing
I
shit.
don't care if I'm playing shit,
Yeah,
bro.
but you should do because
I don't
so you
care.
should. But that's part of the problem.
No, that's part of the problem. People are
Because
making
people
it a
now
problem.
thinking that you don't care because you're out here like that.
You know what? That's a you problem.
No, but you just said I don't care.
No,
but you said I don't care.
Yeah,
But bro, when you were banging goals, we didn't mind. You was flying to America and stuff like that. We didn't care. But then now you're playing shit, bro. You ain't got that liberty, bro.
No, listen. I will say this, yeah.
I hear your point.
There's a level of
Devil's advocate, by the way.
yeah. There's a level of responsibility that you need to have as a professional footballer, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rashford's been a model professional. His birthday is once a year. It's not like he's out every week celebrating after every loss. It's my birthday, special occasion. I've gone out, had a good time, and now I'm back at training.
But all we're saying
Just
is
draw a line onto it. That's it.
And he was on time the next day. And the thing is, it's like, I understand, obviously you're doing that devil's advocate, yeah. I understand if, like, I'm out and I'm on Snapchat and I'm posting and ting and ting.
Or doing a Sancho.
Yeah, doing a Sancho. But if that's not fair. That's not fair. But, like, bruv, the fact of the matter is, he's gone out and the Sun or the Daily Mirror have caught wind that I'm out, bruv. That's not fair, bruv. You're not creeping in the bushes, bruv. You're not even giving me the opportunity to hide.
Bruv, it's part. I know what you're saying, but it's part of the job.
So what? No. But,
it's part of the job.
So what we're saying, does he need their permission, or does he need to just inform ETH?
I don't need permission to go and celebrate my birthday.
No, I'm saying just let ETH know. Go to my birthday. I'm going to go out.
You don't get why he's apologising. It's not that he went out. It's just that I'm sorry that this is coming onto the club.
PR. It's PR. It's PR. And in my opinion, I don't believe he should be punished by his club.
Not at all.
Nah.
But beat this. Go finish.
Yeah, I just think he should be punished by his club. But I'm just saying that there might be an onus on him to read the room somewhat. And like Jono was saying that, yeah, he is the model professional, but maybe extend that a little bit further, so that we're not having this kind of conversation.
Yeah, no.
I don't think he was punished by the club. Yeah, and I don't think because that happened on last weekend and he played midweek, didn't he?
It was just a manager chat. It was just
that's what I'm saying. He was actually injured. He was actually injured.
I personally think that ETH didn't care at all.
No. If he was on time, like, guys, let's deep it.
Yeah.
After work, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you show up to work on time and do your job. The next day, he showed up to training on time.
But
the thing is, he's not doing his job on the pitch, though.
No. 9 to 5, 5:30, I finish work, I'm clocking up. I don't care if I had the worst day, I'm going to celebrate my birthday. I'll come back to work the next day, we'll do it again.
Remember, you're not allowed to, there's certain things you can't do outside of work time, like you can't eat what you want. Remember, like...
I haven't seen the pictures. Was he drinking?
No, I'm not saying that, but
Exactly.
you can go out, but there is certain behaviours that you have to
Exactly. He didn't misbehave.
No, I don't think he did.
So what's the issue? My man went out and he came back to work the next day.
But remember when we were speaking about the David Beckham documentary and when Alex Ferguson getting pissed off that in David Beckham's own time he was going to London to see Victoria.
That's the difference. This is my man's birthday once a year. Life is,
but even
life
that,
is for living, but it's very simple.
I don't care if I want to drive 4 hours to
go and see your babes. No, I hate you. I'm just saying, like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, we're relating it to normal jobs, but they don't have a usual job.
But the thing I don't like, the thing I don't like is if they were winning, no one will say nothing. Exactly. It's only because they're losing. But that's not my problem. It's not just my problem.
No, but you know why they won't say nothing? Because your team is delivering, and we know that this game is fine margins.
Yeah.
If you're driving on the motorway, you're going to a birthday party, and people are asking, why is your performance not the same? That's valid, bro.
Yeah.
You're giving them a reason as to why your performance might not be top tier.
I heard that. And Dave Beckham performed every week.
No, he didn't perform every week, bro.
Most weeks.
No. I'm not sure. But anyway, next game for Fulham is Aston Villa, and then United have got Copenhagen and then Luton after that. So
get ready to rub me my bread, because you're coming out of the Champions League.
Just quickly, did Aston Villa lose to Tottenham Forest?
Yeah, they did.
Mad, bro.
2-0,
Yeah.
Boy, okay, that's wrapped up. Moving on to the next game, Luton 1, Liverpool 1. DS scores late equaliser.
Shout out Diaz.
I know.
Shout out Diaz.
To return to stop Luton winning against Liverpool, which would have been a crazy win. If I put it to you, Joey, just quickly, did Liverpool, what's the word I'm looking for? Did Liverpool go into that game thinking it was going to be an easy win, or did Luton just up their performance?
I only watched the highlights of that game, but I would say based on what I saw, players were rested.
Yeah.
So I know, for example, because we got a European game this.
You're resting players, which okay.
Yeah, we got players. So that, for obviously, Andy Robertson's injured. So Tsimikas is he's not. I don't think he's fully.
Did you just say Champions League?
So Europa League. Yeah,
get it right, man.
Yeah.
Nah, why'd you let him rattle you, bro?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even want to talk about this game anyway, bro. No, seriously though. I think Tsimikas, he was rested. I was kind of wondering why he's been rested. He should be starting this game because whoever we're playing in the Europa League is not going to be a threat to me where we can't play like a reserve left back or whatever. So I think in that case, probably we didn't start with.
But who else arrested?
Anyway, let me just finish answering Dre's question.
So no, only the left back was rested.
But I think him not starting Tsimikas, I think that's a questionable selection.
Yeah, but
you got
enough to beat Luton there, bro.
But Joe Gomez shouldn't be starting left back. He hasn't played left back since 2002.
You said your squad's light, so you're sometimes we have to allow managers to try and rest players where they can, right?
Midweek we played left back from the reserve team, and even when MJ and Dre were talking about United, I'm thinking you're playing Palestri or whatever, or he's getting a couple minutes here and there. Surely there's got to be somebody from your under 18s or whatever that you can push up. That's what most teams do when you're lacking players. We've got new left backs that we're playing midweek. So why isn't Tsimikas starting?
Yeah, but I don't think, as a person, I don't think that was enough for Liverpool not to have performed better.
No, I don't. That wasn't my reasoning. My point is the selection was questionable in the game, in my opinion. I also think that we didn't come. We came like the points were guaranteed, in my opinion, and I think it was terrible, man.
Yeah,
I think that
underestimate the
to me
opponent.
looks to be the main cause of the result, because looking at the squad,
the
squad looks like
you
should have won the game.
Yeah, so what are you saying? You accept his reasoning that because they
he's countering.
Oh
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But anyway, probably if I'm going to be honest. But looking at the game, it's a game we should have won, man. And it's a waste of points, man. It's ridiculous, bro.
You should be second in the league right now, bro.
Yeah, I was going to say, Klopp said,
is there a player that? Sorry to cut you. Is there a player? What's that player's name? He was playing quite decent for you guys. I swear, for Luton. Was he an ex-United player or was
Tahith Chong? Yeah,
Was it?
He didn't play good though.
No, he didn't play good,
He's
man.
rubbish,
Like,
man. But yeah, sure.
if I'm being honest, Luton weren't good.
They played okay, you know.
No, I think they
for
from
their
what-
level, bro, they played okay.
That's what I said.
They
weren't good,
definitely
though.
up their game. That
But
game.
when
my
you say
point-
they're not good, like
But when I say they're not good, they didn't play good enough.
They
for
played
Liverpool.
okay.
Let me finish. They didn't play good enough for Liverpool to not go there and win that game convincingly.
Yeah, I agree.
So when I say they're not good, I'm saying it's not like when we played Chelsea in
Yeah,
the first game of the
it
season
shouldn't
and
have been
Chelsea
like that,
raised up. But that's what I'm saying. They weren't good. So Liverpool were bad, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The finishing was poor. We had more than enough chances to put
Yeah.
the game
Yeah.
to bed.
Yeah.
We had 3 goals XG, free goal XG.
Yeah.
if
That's
you're
above average in the league.
If what's his face? If not Nunes. What's the if Gakpo was playing instead of Nunes, you would have won that game.
So what we
Because
saying?
you lot had a
Do you know what I'm going to say? No, because again, something I've said about Nunes, as much as everybody hates or likes, loves him, whatever, he has one of the highest got chances per game in Europe.
chances per game, though, right?
Gakpo doesn't have that because
Chances,
Gakpo
but-
doesn't have the same movement as him. So when I'm saying in terms of the shots that he takes, there was a shot he did against Luton that the same he did it against Bournemouth midweek and he scored a worldie, whatever.
What, the one that hit the crossbar? Or
No, the shot keeper saved it. It was a
The one with
decent shot.
the bad touch, I think. You're talking about, right?
That's midweek one and the
Oh, okay.
Bournemouth one, and he had another shot from the same position as well.
Yeah.
Obviously he hit the crossbar. Gakpo, I don't think Gakpo is going to have that chance.
No,
There's
but-
another one where
but-
Salah's shot and it's gone to Gakpo.
Nunes is
Gakpo's not
But
getting
if
those
if Nunes isn't playing, doesn't Jota move into Nunes' position? So Jota's playing up top, right?
Sometimes Gakpo, like in the Tottenham game, Gakpo started in that position.
Yeah.
And
Up top.
Jota was.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
yeah.
Fair enough.
But
Okay.
Nunes, is he not missing like some easy opportunities, bro? Like I don't really understand.
No, he's not a striker, so I don't expect you to understand. I don't necessarily understand, but one thing I will say, he's getting.
he looks
chances that-
brilliant sometimes, but he just looks
difficult
nuts.
chances.
What are you
he's
saying? He's
making
like
them
Andy
look
Carroll?
class. They look classy.
He's
And,
missed too many open goals. Let's be honest.
Way too many open goals.
Yeah, that's what's making him wild. But then he'll just do a magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
but again, I said like whether you love him or hate him, Liverpool fans love him.
do you?
I said
I-
Liverpool
I-
fans. I didn't say
Yeah. No,
But
'cause I know some Liverpool fans that are wound up by him, and I know some that get behind him.
Yeah, but because like it's hard to hate him and it's hard to love him.
Yeah.
But whatever you feel for him, it's going to be an extreme. Because like you can't be missing sitters and then scoring worldies
exactly.
again, like
Yeah,
Newcastle
it's
game. And all that
crazy.
stuff.
But even Salah as well, though. The one that the Salah
the header.
headed towards
He's-
him.
he's-
Why did he not just go for goal?
Salah did not head that to him.
bro.
You
that
think,
was
you
not
think,
an
you
assist.
think,
No, he shot, man.
you think he shot?
He shot, yeah,
that was
bro.
poor, bruv.
He shot,
Yeah.
but then he was relieved because one was 10 times poorer, bro.
Yeah,
But-
true.
But I was going to say, Klopp said that Liverpool should have had a penalty before the Luton goal. Do you
Nah, that's
agree?
bullshit, bro. Ross Barkley wasn't even facing it when they hit the back of his arm, man.
Yeah.
Like obviously, like they've been given, but whenever those ones have been given, I've always been 100% adamant. If a player's not looking at the ball and they block a goal, I don't think it was going into the goal. It was on target, but I don't think it was ever going to go in because there wasn't enough power. But I don't think that's a penalty. And I think the defending on that counter attack was poor as well because Tsimikas is like trying to figure out which player to go to, bro. There's a player right on your right, and there's another defender with him. 2 players coming towards you. He stays in the middle and starts to go towards the right. When the ball breaks out to the left from Barkley's pass, he starts going there, but it's too late.
Yeah.
You got to make those decisions earlier, innit? And that's why probably Klopp didn't want to start him in that game.
Fair. And then obviously Diaz.
Diaz winner, yeah.
Yeah. With a lot going on at the moment. So it's only fitting that hopefully his pups come.
Yeah, I heard news that the cartel that I've got his father are regretting it and they're gonna arrange his return, like the head of the cartel.
That sounds like a comic book story, bro.
No, but
That's about real, bruv.
Really?
Yeah, that's about real.
Why
Man.
would they regret it, bro, and have done it in the first place?
No, do you
know,
know
that's
when
what
you
I
bring,
heard that.
I guess when you get like too much heat on it, like, and obviously it's like a national story now in Colombia, I'd imagine, and now worldwide as well.
But
Like,
what
you
do you
don't.
think would happen, bro? He's like a national icon, bro.
But maybe they didn't know it was him.
Nah, man.
No, of course they did,
wouldn't
bro.
know,
Like,
man.
But
They took his mum and his dad.
They did.
They took his mum and his dad.
Yeah, do we know how they got kidnapped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
No, they don't. Hang on, Mike.
They kidnap for purpose, fam.
Yeah. For money purposes, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm not just kidnapping this random worth to show. What can I get for him?
No, I hear that. Fair enough. But other than that,
yeah.
you would have taken. overall, you take that point because was you basically? I know you saying you watched the highlights, but Liverpool were looking like they were going to lose that game, so you take that point at the end, right? Overall.
I mean, always.
Yeah.
But the problem here is that obviously we've had that game against Spurs where I think we should have probably won that game, and then we're coming to this game where we should be winning, and we're turning out performances like that. Another thing I've got to mention is it's enough in it, man, with this McAllister number 6 position, bro.
Oh, you're not having him there?
No, I've never really had him there, bro.
You have said that a few times.
Yeah, like so he makes too many. Don't get me wrong, he's a good player and everything. I think he's a great player. But one, you shouldn't be having a number 10, somebody wearing 10 on their back playing in 6. That's one thing. Another thing, there's too many incompleted passes that turn over possession from McAllister, and it always leads to a dangerous attempt from the opposition team.
What are you thinking instead then?
Like, play Endo or just get rid of him. Stop wasting our time, bro. Like, everybody's talking about this Andre guy coming in January. I don't care for a thingy, but it's poor that we didn't secure a number 6 that was willing to play or that was ready to go. If that's the case, because it doesn't look like that's what Endo is going to be for us. And that's really jarring. And I think obviously Klopp will probably be regretting the decisions that have been made as well, because there were certain times where they were adamant that we didn't need players. And now it's looking that's probably going to be the reason why we don't secure anything if we don't.
Yeah, I have similar frustrations with my club, so I kind of hear where you're coming from.
But yeah, also, I didn't really watch the game, but I just saw, watching Match of the Day, I just see 3 substitutions at once, and one of those guys was Soboslai. So was that his worst performance this season? If anyone who watched the game.
Which one's it again?
Soboslai coming off. I saw him getting hooked in a triple substitution or something like that.
I watched it. I actually did watch, but I wouldn't have like sensationalized it like that. I weren't watching for it, but to be fair, like you guys just I don't know if it was complacency. It just all looked flat.
Yeah.
So I feel like
it was like overall a team kind of flatness that made him.
And to be fair though, Liverpool had form for doing this last season. Like, it was the teams like your Nottingham Forests, your Bournemouths. It's like the lower teams were always up for a game against Liverpool, and somehow they would stifle your momentum, no matter, you know what I mean? So it was like there was a little bit of last season creeping in.
100%. Yeah, and I think again, I'm just getting the same feeling that when we were up against Brighton and we threw it away this season as well. So I'm getting that same feeling as well, where lack of decisiveness. Of course, Nunez's poor finishing. It's just loads of things that need to be rooted out. And I think Klopp, there needs to be like a serious conversation with Darwin Núñez, because you spent loads of money on him. Yeah, the guy is missing sitters that nobody should be missing.
Yeah,
like, don't get me wrong.
But he's also improved a bit.
Yeah, but that's not enough.
Nah, he needs to be putting them away, man.
Yeah, like 100%. And again, I'll defend him, because obviously his goal record this season is very, very decent.
Yeah,
but very, very decent is not good enough, bro, when you're missing these sitter chances as well, man. So yeah, it's just jarring, man.
Fair enough.
But you know what, man? I think for us as Gooners, me and John Boy, I think this has been a great weekend. If you're going to lose, at least let everyone else lose around you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I can't even lie, man. I ain't focused on you guys whatsoever, bro.
Fair enough. I can't lie, Man United, there's no fighting me left this season.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Man. So Liverpool got to lose next, and then they got Brentford at home.
I mean, Brentford at home, we should be winning that game, but no Ivan Toney. So I expect us to be taking 3 points in that game. Anything less than 3 points, especially after dropping 2 points the weekend before, that's unacceptable.
Jules, are you thinking that you're in the title race, as in like you've got a good chance to do it, or are you a bit hesitant to kind of say that at this moment in time?
I think obviously start of the season I wouldn't have necessarily said title race, but the way that our signings have been performing, like hats off to Gravenberch, man. I think he played well from what I saw yesterday. He's been playing decent in most of the games as well. Like, so these are surprise signings that are kind of hitting the ground running.
Yeah,
and I think they've propelled us to a position where we didn't necessarily expect to be, but we probably should have been last season. The other guy is Curtis Jones as well, man. I don't know what happened.
I'm hearing somebody in a Gooner group I'm in said that we're linked with Curtis Jones. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, no, that's impossible, man.
That's what I thought as well, man.
Yeah. Cool. That's all the games. Just to let everyone know that obviously Chelsea beat Spurs 4-1, 2 red cards, so bit flattering as well.
VAR had a busy day again.
Yeah, I think they got the decisions right.
I think so.
I think Udogie should have been red carded earlier.
Yeah, by that one, but overall the big.
He ended up getting red carded.
Yeah,
so.
anyway, so probably justice was served. Quickly, but before we end, back pages, we just go round quickly. Della.
What's that? Back pages? I'm going to give it to either Isco. I'm thinking Isco for Real Betis, but I'm going to give it to Doku.
Doku, yeah?
Yeah, Doku. Jeremy Doku, yeah.
Cool. Joey? No, I'm not sure because of Liverpool's bad performance. Cool. Marley Mar?
I'm going to give it to Luis Diaz. Proper character to get that goal with everything that's going on. So, yeah, he thinks he deserves it. And bring his puppy home, man. Well, go on.
Yeah. Della? Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say Diaz or Doku as well, because obviously Doku, I'm not rating him for his. I'm not saying he's a world beater, but obviously to come into the league, get 4 assists and a goal in your first season is decent. And Diaz as well, obviously that's my guy, man. I love him.
Cool.
Okay.
Della?
Honourable mention to Harry Kane for back-to-back hat tricks. Honourable mention to Ross Barkley for still staying relevant and playing well against Liverpool. But my back pages goes to none other than Nicolas Pepe for scoring his debut in Turkey.
Nah, man.
Did he, yeah? Go on,
You want to say something?
No, well played, Nicolas Pepe.
Nothing today.
Okay, then.
Joey?
Yeah. Mine is Bruno G for putting on a fighting fit performance. Smackdown. He just smacked us down.
That guy's a menace, bro.
Cool. Yeah, mine's going to be Doku anyway. I was going for Doku just because he was on fire. Do you want to do watch list or nah? Do you want me to wrap it?
Nah, no updates this week, I don't think.
Okay.
I think honourable mention should go to that Isco guy though, man. He's had like he was like I swear he was like a
Resurgence.
Yeah, real resurgence, man.
Cool. Yeah, that's it. We're done for today. Thanks for joining us. We'll be same time, same place next week. We out.
Peace.